Althea, here we find ourselves on the morning of our wedding day, and I am very excited we finally made it. It's been a trying year, but through all the uncertainty and changes, I'm glad that we stayed focused on making our day the best it can possibly be. We've been on course to this day to each other for billions and billions of years since the universe formed. Today we pledge ourselves to each other, not just for tomorrow and the rest of our lives, but for the rest of time. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for us. I just love you.
Joseph, my Joe, my best friend. Today I get to marry you. This day has been a long time coming, and I'm just as excited to be your wife today as I was the day you asked. I'm looking forward to the rest of our lives together as husband and wife. I love you, Joe. I love you forever. Your wife-to-be, Althea.
Welcome family, friends, and loved ones. We gather here today to celebrate the wedding of Althea and Joseph. You have come here to share in this formal commitment they make to one another, to offer your love and support to this union, and to allow Althea and Joseph to start their married life together surrounded by the people dearest and most important to them. This gift of marriage is miraculous, and this ceremony presents us with a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the love shared between these two souls. Joseph and Althea, marriage will allow you the new environment to share your lives together, standing together to face life and the world hand in hand. Marriage is going to expand you as individuals, define you as a couple, and deepen your love for one another. To be successful, you'll need strength, courage, patience, and a really good sense of humor. Marriage is perhaps the greatest, most challenging adventure for human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that through love and patience, through believing in each other, and by learning to make important things matter and then letting go of the rest. What this ceremony can do is to witness and affirm the choice you make to stand together as life partners. Marriage needs a strong foundation to hold up to the challenges that arise in the world today. This foundation is based on friendship, trust, and love. So first is friendship. Althea and Joe first met while working at the University Center here at Kane. Both were relatively new to the staff, and while working, Joe was stuck at the information desk dealing with an older gentleman who wanted to read him a poem. Unfortunately, this poem began, "When I die, don't cry." So at that moment, Joe realizes he needed to get out of there and started looking around for a reason to leave. A few minutes later, in walks Althea on her first weekend shift at the information desk. Joe jumps, asks her, "Do you work here?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Great, I gotta go." Leaving Althea to deal with a patron. A few minutes later, Joe tells me about this situation. I used to be their supervisor at the University Center. And after he told me the situation, I look at him and I'm like, "What did you do?" And he goes, "Well, some chick walked in and helped me out." So I looked at him with all the patience that I could muster for my employee of the month and said, "That chick is Althea." Althea and Joe spent the following weekends working together, discovering their love of theater and music, which worked magic in creating an incredible friendship. I asked Althea and Joe what they liked most about each other. Joe told me how fun he had it when he was around Althea and that there was never a dull moment. Althea told me that Joe is her best friend and he really understands her like no one else, her sense of humor, her small mood changes, and even those little tells. He knows all the good about her and all the bad and loves her throughout it all. There's an African saying about the definition of true friendship. A real friend is someone who knows your song and sings it to you when you've forgotten it. Someone who loves you and is not fooled by your mistakes that you've made or the dark images you hold about yourself. Who remembers your beauty when you feel ugly, your wholeness when you're broken, your innocence when you feel guilty, and your purpose when you're confused. So the second is trust. I asked both the bride and groom what they were brave enough to do while they had the support of each other. They both responded with examples on how they went far out of their comfort zones to accomplish lifelong goals. Althea finished graduate school because of the understanding and patience that Joe gave her through her struggles. She stated she couldn't have made it through without his motivation. Joe divulged that Althea gave him the confidence and drive to direct his first major play earlier this year. She supported and motivated him while she was a part of the cast. When asked what was one quality that the other had brought out in you, Joe stated that Althea had helped him become more patient and more confident and to control things he could control and then let go of the rest. Althea admitted she was more positive and outgoing since she's met Joe. He's pushed her to become more confident and has helped her to see herself through a place of love. Confidence, faith, and hope in another person is the truest definition of trust. Feeling safe, physically and emotionally, with that one special person enables an individual to accomplish great things. As marriage is a lifetime commitment, it is very important to know that you're committing to someone you trust and can confide your thoughts, feelings, and worries to. Now, the third one is love. When asked to define marriage in their own words, both said it's about being a team and the commitment they make to each other. Joe said it was about dedicating yourself to your partner and say you will always be there for them no matter what, that he will support Althea and will always be honest with her. Althea had said that the promises might change over time, but commitment to each other will remain the same. Now, there are two kinds of love when describing marriage, taken from the Greek words eros and agape. Eros love refers to the physical love that you have towards your spouse, that attraction and that intimacy that you have in a relationship. The second kind of love is agape love. Agape love is the stuff that holds marriages together through all kinds of seasons. It's the selfless, unconditional type of love that helps people to forgive one another, to respect one another, and to serve one another day in and day out. It's based on friendship, mutual attraction, shared interest, and respect. Agape love grows from knowing and sharing with our partner and about the efforts we take every day. Agape love goes beyond the surface and enables us to look deep into our partner's hearts and love them for who they are and who are they becoming, despite their faults and their shortcomings. For your love to be strong and healthy, you will need to discover what trust, love, and friendship truly means to the two of you, and what kind of marriage you want to create with each other, and that will take time. That will take openness and honesty. It will take compromise, understanding, graciousness, and willing to change and grow. But you too can do it. With the love and support of your family and friends, true humility and love, there's so much you can look forward to in your married life together. All right, you ready? Okay. We've come to the point of the ceremony when you're going to say your vows to each other. But before you do, I ask you to remember your feelings for each other, which is rooted in the friendship, trust, and love. This will be the foundation for an abiding and deepening relationship. No other ties are more tender. No other vows are more sacred than those you now assume. If you are able to keep the vows you make here today, not because of any religious or civil law, but out of desire to love and be loved by another person fully without limitation, then your life will have joy and your home will be established in a place in which you both will find warmth, love, and trust. So I call upon you now to state your promise before this group, the pledges that will bind you together. Joe, you're first.
Althea, Montagna, Nava. In the time we've known each other, you've gone from some chick to the chick. You've gone from a coworker to a friend to my best friend to my girlfriend to my fiance and now finally my wife. From the moment we started working together, I quickly gravitated towards spending my free time with you. I even sometimes pretended my time was free so I could be around you. I'm happy to report that nearly 8 years later, there's no one else I would rather spend my time with, be with, and grow with than you. Whether that time is spent laughing at how weird we can both be, talking, or just quietly relaxing and enjoying each other's company, all moments are good moments when I'm with you, and I'm beyond happy that I get to call you mine. I promise that I will always be there for you, in the good times and the bad. When you need someone to make you smile after a long day teaching, I'll be there. When you need someone to get you something off the top shelf because you can't reach, I'll be there. And when you need someone to eat your pickle because you don't like them, I'll be there. The day we met, you did not take long to find your way into my heart, and you quickly became not just my friend, but my best friend. And there's no one I would rather spend the rest of my life with you. My love and my best friend, you are both. I promise to love you, always, even when the game is on, and all throughout football season. And I'm sorry for all the yelling at the TV, and I'll do my best to remain calm. And although you may not get all my sports references, I hope you get this one. I will love you and be there for you in the fourth quarter, overtime, in extra innings, and as the final buzzer sounds. As we continue our lives together, I promise to cherish you in all you do and enjoy all the little moments that make you, you, and us, us. The goodbyes before you leave for work, even though I'm still 90% asleep, but still manage to say I love you too, and be safe. Our nightly routine before sleepy rectangle time. The goodnight kisses, the long hugs after a long day, the sarcastic mocking that shows how silly we can both be, and how when one of us requests a kiss, we both know we're asking for more than just one, far more. I promise to always be by your side, not leading you or following you, but next to you as a team, hand in hand, as we take on all the challenges that come our way. And I know that whatever it is, we will face it together and be able to overcome it together. I'm so grateful that I found someone as kind, patient, smart, and loving as you. Someone who makes me strive to be kinder, more patient, smarter, and more loving, and an overall better man. And I will work every day to make sure you and I are as happy as two people can be, to be worthy of your love and never take it for granted. For the rest of our lives and the rest of time, I want you to know I will love you in all spaces, and I will love you at all times. I will love you sa lahat ng wika, kahit na mali ang pagpikos ko, gaya ng ginagawa ko ngayon. Mahal kita. I love you, and I will always love you.
I can't kiss me yet, Mary. Joe, you've always been more creative with words than me. Ironic, I know, since I'm the English teacher here. You've always just had a way with words, known how to make them sound perfectly woven together. Over the last 7.5 years, you've surprised me, not just with books and stuffed animals, but with sweetly written letters, notes, and emails too. Months before we got together, we had already had the conversation that relationships to both of us were not to be taken lightly. This wasn't the first time I realized how similar our values were, and it wouldn't be the last time. I was really thankful for that. For us, relationships were designed to find your life partner, that person with whom you're not only willing to spend the rest of your life with, but with whom you actually want to spend your life. I found my person in you pretty easily. It may have taken me a little bit of time to get there, but it was easy to get there. Here. I got here with you, just minutes away from where we met, minutes away from where our friendship began, minutes from where we had our first kiss, from where you asked me to be your girlfriend. I can't say that I've loved you from the minute that we met at the desk. I can't say that at that instant I believed you would be someone special in my life, or that I would be special to you. But looking back, all of this was meant to happen. I was meant to meet you, to marry you, my best friend, my partner, my co-captain. It's not enough for me to tell you that I love you over and over, all day, every day, because God knows I do that every single chance I get. So I will spend the rest of our lives trying to show you the same love and happiness that you've blessed me with. To you, Joe, I promise myself, as your wife, your best friend, your partner. To you, I promise honesty, loyalty, patience, and hopefully a lot less messy home. I promise to be your partner in crime without the actual crimes, to be the silver lining on your rainy days. I promise to make you laugh with my corny jokes that rarely make any sense, and with my random sound effects that catch you off guard. I promise to exchange the lemons in your water for the pickles on my plate, and to always be your number one fan. I will also try my hardest not to roll my eyes whenever some type of sport ball is on. That one's for all the Farellas, by the way. I promise to choose you every single day. I promise to choose us because I believe in us, because I love us. I love you, Joe. Mahal kita.
Not yes.
Do you, Joseph, take Althea to be your lawfully wedded wife? Wait. Do you promise to love and cherish her, its sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, and forsaking all others? Keep yourself only unto her for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Do you, Althea, take Joseph to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to love and cherish him in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, forsaking all others, keeping yourself only unto him for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Okay. At this time, will you take out the rings you have for each other? Rings are very impactful in their significance. They're made of precious metal, which symbolizes that your love is the most precious element in each other's lives. The ring has no beginning and no end, which symbolizes the love between the two of you and that it will never cease. Okay, Joe, you're going to repeat after me.
Okay.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and faithfulness.
and faithfulness.
As I place it on your finger,
As I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart
I commit my heart
and soul to you.
and soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder of the vows
as a reminder of the vows
we have spoken today.
we have spoken today.
Okay, Althea, repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and faithfulness.
and faithfulness.
As I place it on your finger,
As I place it on your finger,
I commit my heart
I commit my heart
and my soul to you.
and my soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder
as a reminder
of the vows we've spoken today.
of the vows we've spoken today.
Okay. And now, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church and by the state of New Jersey, I now pronounce you a husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to present to you the newly married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Althea Farella.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go? This is my love song to you. Let every woman know I'm yours, so you can fall asleep each night, babe, and know I'm dreaming of you more. You're always hoping that we make it. You always wanna keep keep my gaze. Well, you're the only one I see, love, and that's the one thing that won't change. I will never stop trying, I will never stop watching as you leave. I will never stop losing my breath every time I see you looking back at me. And I will never stop holding your hand, I will never stop opening your door. I will never stop choosing you, babe. I will never get used to you. And with this love song to you, it's not a momentary phase. You are my life, I don't deserve you, but you love me just the same. And as the mirror says we're older, I wanna look the other way. You are my life, my love, my only, and that's the one thing that won't change. I will never stop trying, I will never stop watching as you leave. I will never stop losing my breath every time I see you looking back at me. And I will never stop holding your hand, I will never stop opening your door. I will never stop choosing you, babe. I will never get used to you. You still get my heart racing, you still get my heart racing. For you still get my heart racing, you still get my heart racing. For you, I will never stop trying, I will never stop watching.
So I want to start off by expressing how happy and grateful our family is to be having this wedding this moment. Despite everything that's happened these last few months, I've watched my sister and Joe put everything that they had into this wedding and to make sure that they got married today. And honestly, with everything that happened, I think I ended up spending more time talking to my sister on the phone than I ever spent talking to her in person when we actually lived together. But it's just a testament to how important this day is, not just to her, but to all of us. Although we couldn't be joined by our family in the Philippines today, we're so fortunate to get to celebrate their love and happiness with everybody here that she can now call family. I've shared nearly every milestone in my life with my sister, and I'm so happy to share the ultimate one with her today. So Ate Aya, or Althea as you guys know her, has always been a very bubbly and cheerful person. And in the 22 years that I've known her, she's never not been happy. Yet every time she's been with Joe, her happiness magnifies almost tenfold, and she becomes an even brighter presence, more so than she already has been. Joe, thank you for making my sister happier than I've ever seen her and for treating her like the princess that she deserves to be treated. So I don't have a cup, so I'm gonna raise my sister's. So here's to a lifetime of laughter, love, and endless happiness for Althea and Joe Farella. And I'm gonna pass the mic to Vanessa.
Mine's more of a story time type of thing. So my name is Vanessa. I'm one of Althea's best friends and maid of honors. Althea and I actually went to high school together, but we had different friend circles. When I got to freshman orientation in college, there was a familiar face in the crowd, and fortunately for me, that face was Althea's. From the get-go, it felt as if we had been friends forever. We walked around together during freshman orientation, and we had multiple classes together that first year. A friendship based on having similar majors and watching Game of Thrones during math class grew into weekly Starbucks dates to discuss the happy parts of life, but also the tough ones. Her kindness and understanding are unparalleled. She is always there to give non-judgmental advice or a distraction if that is needed instead. During those talks, she started mentioning this friend she met while working in the university center. That friend ended up being that lucky man sitting right there, Mr. Joe. At that time, he was just the weird guy that took a bunch of pictures pretending to eat her head. Yeah. Their friendship became something more, and I was lucky enough to witness it. The Starbucks dates turned into diner dates, and Mr. Joe started joining us. I was able to size him up and determine if he was worthy of my best friend, and he passed with flying colors. It was the complete opposite type of situation where you think you're going to lose your best friend. I actually gained a friend instead, who possibly without knowing it made me laugh during one of the lowest points of my life, so thank you for that. It took a while to get used to the fact that his corny jokes are constant, but I learned that he is incredibly caring, considerate, and easygoing, which is exactly what Althea deserves. I realized that they are perfect for each other and that Althea was going to be in good hands. Not only do they have many things in common, like their love for theater and lumpia, they are also open and honest with each other, which is the solid base of their relationship. I've been blessed to see them grow together as a couple, from officially becoming a couple to moving in together and getting engaged and now getting married. Anyone who's been there from the beginning could tell that they were meant to be together. There's more. The way they laugh together, the way they look at each other, you can feel the love that they have for each other. He's her person and she is his. They've been in each other, what they found in each other, a beautiful friendship, a fantastic support system, a loyal partner, someone who not only accepts but embraces the other's differences and flaws, and someone who will love through all of the good and bad times that life will throw at them. I'm looking forward to hearing Althea refer to Joe as her husband for the foreseeable future. I can't wait to see what the rest of your future together will bring. Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Farella. May your troubles be less, your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door always.
First and foremost, can we please get a round of applause for our lovely bride, Althea? You look absolutely beautiful. Can we also get a round of applause for our bridesmaids, who look stunning, putting us groomsmen to shame? Give it up for our bridesmaids. For anyone who might not know me, my name is John Farella, and I am Joe's younger brother, which might be a little difficult to tell since I'm the brother who could actually grow facial hair. I am also the brother who drinks alcohol. Joe famously does not drink, but lucky enough for him, I do enough of that for the both of us. So I've got that covered. Having Joe as an older brother is such a treat. Nobody has made me laugh into tears more than my brother has. You know the kind where you lose control and like nobody understands why you're laughing so hard? I could still see my mom just asking us like, what are you two laughing about? And you can't get the words out to even explain it to her. Joe and I have done everything growing up: sports, movies, theater, any and all activities, rainy days, sunny days, everything in between. I'm just so grateful to have you as my brother. And the truth of it is, we are much closer now than we were when we were kids living under the same roof. There is not a day goes by where I don't speak to my brother on the phone, texting about every little detail that's going on. having a brother who's your best friend is so special, and I recommend it to everyone. Wherever Joe has devoted his full self to in life, I've seen him succeed. Whether it be a project in school he's passionate about, getting that role in a theater show, becoming an Eagle Scout. But nowhere did I see Joe want to succeed more than in his relationship with Althea. Together they navigated busy work schedules, school schedules, various snowstorms, the Garden State Parkway, which we all know is absolute hell. This was all just to see each other on a weeknight, and I really admired that. I'll always remember when I realized Joe had feelings for Althea. I was dating someone at the time, and Althea had come over a few times to hang out with Joe, and one day she had left, and we approached Joe and said, "Hey, we think you and Althea make a really great couple. You two should date." And Joe had such a strong reaction to this. He swore that they were just friends, and he marched back inside the house. It was so obvious in that moment that Joe didn't have feelings for Althea. Joe already had strong feelings for Althea. I think they were officially dating within the next couple of weeks, to no one's surprise. Althea, you are such a thoughtful person who cares with your whole heart for others. We should all sleep a little easier at night knowing the next generation of students has an influence like Althea in their lives. I couldn't be more excited to welcome you into this family. I have long felt that you already are a part of this family. Finally, Joseph and Althea, I have been so lucky to have a front row seat to watch your love develop over the years. What you two have is so, so special, and everyone can tell. I can't wait to see all the future has for you two. With that being said, it gives me great pleasure to propose a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Althea Farella. Cheers. Easy enough?
I build my love like a castle in the sand, and when it comes down, it comes tumbling to the ground when she speaks. It's a dangerous fantasy, sets me free. It's where I wanna be. She sets me free. Where I wanna be, wanna be. She sets me free. Where I wanna be. And her hair blows like a lighter in the wind, and I lose my senses, baby. It gets under my skin when she speaks. She's all I'll ever need. She sets me free.